Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Shed. Back here over on some more Warzone 2, finally. But this time around, surprisingly enough, I'm spectating. Yep, already. I saw that Jake got actually started spectating already as well, just a little bit. A lot of people seem to think that, like, spectating really came from, like, a fatigue of playing too much. But realistically, the reason that I spectated a lot of the time, number one, because I'm just not the biggest BR fan. I can play it, I do play it, it's just, you know, I'm definitely more of an MP guy. You tend to learn a lot by watching, like, the average player's experience. Now, I've been watching a whole lot of Warzone 2. I want to see the regular player's experience on here now. That didn't kill me, especially in solos, because this game, like, again, in these, like, weird scenarios right here, I feel bad for my teammates. So if I die intentionally, I feel like I'm directly attacking my teammate like that. Well, I killed them both, and then we'll just crash land and then see who we get. Oh yeah, I also figured out the whole calling card thing. Yeah, you're right, everybody. I am blind. I didn't see it. Again, it's another thing with the way that this UI is. For whatever reason, the things that you're not highlighting are like grayed out, like they're almost locked. Why is everything on like 25% saturation in those menus? I don't get it. I can't see shit. I can't tell. I'm sorry. So the solo experience, we already know solos is usually the slowest paced mode out of all of the other modes in the game, but sometimes we do get some really interesting people whenever we're spectating them. And also, the thing about solo is really odd things only happen in this mode. They just don't have the usual type of interaction. You just see weird shit in solos, especially once you start getting into 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. type of lobbies where it's just like the lowest skill-based matchmaking and all that other shit. Now, again, to be clear, I have no idea what my K is over on Warzone. I don't have any victories, and this is maybe what? I'm pretty sure I've ran less than 5 actual games of Warzone. Solos only. I haven't queued anything else. I haven't played Warzone with anyone. I've only played DMZ and multiplayer with JT. Oh. Juice comes through, he ends up getting into a fight with a dude and just absolutely evaporates. Okay, so he drops the SMG that he just destroyed the guy with, and it looks like he left the rocket launcher on the ground inside of the building as well. Now, I think it's just a spectator bug because down at the bottom left, it shows that the guy doesn't have any plates on, but he actually does. At first, I was thinking maybe he doesn't actually have plates on, but then I saw him get into that fight and he does have plates. So I think it's just a visual thing. I think we'll still be able to see whether or not he has a 2 or 3 plate armor vest, I think. Oh, calls the mortar over onto it. Okay. Hey, I mean, this guy's using the resources, and also here, this is something that we didn't see that much over in Warzone 1. Warzone 1 didn't have this whole backpack and inventory system. On top of, like, everything being slowed down, it's also slowed down kind of in part to how the looting even is on the game. He doesn't realize that somebody just pulled up behind him. Oh, no. Okay, wait, he's walking back now. He does know that somebody's there. There it is. Taking the shots at him. Ended up missing 20 bullets. Hit 2 of them, though. Doesn't notice that the guy peeked around the side. He takes the bullets and then walks away. See, so obviously he's armored. You can see the armor effect, so we just can't see how many armor plates he has on, but look at that. 1, 2. Oh, no, he canceled that. He has a bomb drone. He should absolutely use the bomb drone. Not in here, though. You can get bugged doing this. You don't want to do this. You do not want to use these bomb drones and recon drones near walls and stuff. I think that's what actually bugs people, because it basically won't let you fly the drone around, or even if you can control the drone, after you get rid of the drone, it's over. Your character can't move. Well, here comes a bomb drone. It's really overpowered. Oh, you can switch between helmet cam and the regular view. I don't think I would mess around with helmet cam too much in Warzone, but I mean, it looks pretty cool, so why not? So that other guy is still alive that's over there. They were just sitting there shooting back and forth at each other. The dude came up from behind, and now that guy is dead, so now we're back to square one. Using the heartbeat sensor, and even in spectate, I mean, this shit is a mess. And he peeks over, and that's exactly what that guy wanted you to do. And he's up there, and obviously, so far, they have absolutely removed the majority of the skill gaps out of the game. I mean, the very few that there were. But to be fair, it was never really impressive to really do those other skill gaps anyway. So, oh, there's another guy right there, right in front of him. Okay, the dude is peeking now. Takes the shots at him, tosses a grenade. Very good grenade, actually. I don't know if that actually hit the dude or not, though. He rotated already? That was a quick rotation by that guy. Very smart. And he lays prone because he has absolutely no cover there. The thing is, he doesn't want to sit there too long, so he's going to rotate if he's not going to be laying on the ground still. This is a stupid move. Okay, well, fully plating is always a good idea, but he took so long to look at the fucking guy that he's able to reposition. That guy was in a terrible spot, and you could have just completely destroyed him, and you just let him recover. Imagine yourself in his position. His position was terrible. I understand wanting to plate and shit, but you gotta at least keep an eye on the dude. You could have stopped yourself from plating in between and then shot him when he was trying to run backwards. He wouldn't have been able to return fire. And this isn't even like a Warzone, like, strat or some shit like that. This is just common in multiplayer and stuff like that. It's just knowledge on challenging. This way I can explain it to people in how you should be thinking about it whenever you're fighting somebody else is imagine you in their position. When it's a standoff like that, don't just think, oh, where is he? Imagine yourself as them. You get kind of a beat on whether or not they're even going to be thinking around the level that you regularly do based on how the gunfight even goes. Are they resetting the gunfight? How good were their initial shots? How far away was it? All of that stuff, you start to get like a calculator going in your head, like, is this guy better or worse? And then you're able to sit there and think about what their decision making likely would be. And because there's less and less skill gaps in the game, everyone has less and less choices. So it becomes easier to predict what people are gonna do. Boom, he gets his loadout though, got the golden MP5. Ooh, and the golden RPK. I'm actually excited to sit here and like look at people's loadouts and stuff. So it looks like he actually has a loadout that's very similar to how it used to be back in Warzone 1. He has the Merc grip on it and everything. I personally ran around with a lot of the recoil stabilization grips on there, like shark fin or the phase 3 grip or whatever over the Merc 4 grip, just because for me the side-to-side bounce is way more difficult for me to deal with as opposed to the vertical. The vertical can kick like an AK as much as it wants. If I can keep it generally in the correct spot, I can land it. A side-to-side is too much. Oh, this dude saw him. It's bad. This is a terrible position. Look up, look up. He's gonna peek. He's gonna peek over, man. Of course he would do that. You have an MP5. You're able to fry him. This dude's BMing. He's just standing over top of him spinning. This guy's got 2 whole kills trying to pick up his MP5, but the looting on this game is absolutely horrid. Oh, there it is. Lockman sub. He had it. So he's running around with the M13. Doesn't seem to have much on it. He actually has his Fennec here, but I think that Fennec build is a bit better than this MP5. This guy might just go and lose his gunfights because of this MP5. The MP5 mobility is great. Don't get me wrong. It's really, really good. There's nothing wrong with the MP5, but oh shit, this guy peeked over, and this dude is so lucky that Sergeant is just not very good, because you really should not be winning any gunfights that close when you're using the M13. I'm sorry, the M13 loses almost every fight at that range. I could be exaggerating though, the shotguns are really bad. From my experience and what I've seen, I swear that shotgun and the M13 loses to literally everything closer range. M13 is incredible, really, really far away. Great, super forgiving too. It's got great build options. It's the M13. Either this guy has massive stick drift or he dropped his controller or some shit. So his loadout drop lands right here. Oh, there's somebody on it though. Wait, is this the same dude? Oh, now he's spinning on him. So I don't know, it could be a visual bug. He might have a 3-plate thing on. What's really interesting is that I actually can't, like, see how at the bottom it says change to helmet cam player view? I can do that, but under report player, I actually can't report anybody. Sorry, I guess my computer showed up. It wasn't supposed to show up today, but it did. I'm kind of worried though, because this box is beat up really, really badly. It's pretty bad. I don't know if this thing survived. I will be very, very surprised if this shit turns on just by looking at this box. I'm sorry.
Ready up. You're heading back out.
Wait, what? All right, so now we can't spectate King Sav anymore, so forced to spectate somebody else. This guy, that's his name. He has no kills at all. So did this guy potentially come back from the jailbreak that I guess just happened right there? Look at the visual noise in the map too. I don't know why this is so bad. The visual noise is so bad. No matter whether you have like SMA or Filmic or whether you turn the sharpness thing on or off. Like the sharpness filter definitely does exaggerate it. Definitely makes it worse. But it's not the root cause of all this visual noise that this game has. Perfect. Takes a shot in the back of the head, drops him. Very lucky that this guy didn't have 3 plates on. Hits him in the chest. He's still not dead. Trying to dodge it. He does. He bobs and weaves it. Neo. Oh! Oh, I thought he dodged it again. I thought this dude was rezzing little by little. He knew that the dude would take the shot at his head, so every single time he felt like he was going to get shot, he would start selfing so his character's head moves back. And he would make progress during that. Oh, it would have been crazy if that dude could have stood back up. Yeah, okay, so I don't think the 3-plate stuff is even showing up at the bottom. I think that's also another visual bug. So many things. Obviously, we're only a week into the game. Spectating on this game is going to be definitely more of a mess than we're used to. I'm pretty sure spectating back on Warzone 1 very early into it was also really, there were a lot of things that just were missing. And not just like spectating solos, I mean like when you were spectating your teammates and all of that other stuff. So this is pretty common and is definitely something that'll get fixed. We're not making balance changes, we're not destroying the game in that process. So on the map here, the only way you can tell that like where the person is just by like where this line is. When the whole circle is out here like this, and this player is like really far away from the circle, for whatever reason you can't like see their arrow. You have to like see that symbol that you see on the top left here. You don't see that on the map. Another little visual bug thing that I'll just point out. I do like the fact that you don't need to run suppressors in this shit, and it really is just like a noise suppression kind of thing. You don't really get other bonuses. I mean, the damage range and stuff like that, yeah, that's a thing. That's nice. Oh, the mortar's hitting him though. We have no idea how much that shit actually hurt him for because we can't see how much his plates got damaged. He should definitely plate though. He got hit. Okay, there you go. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate. Wow, that hurt him really badly then. So he's on top of the building. He's on the roof here, and then everybody else. I spoke too soon. There was somebody else on the roof with him. That's the move. This guy's got this cast-off 7.62, this AK. The AK just, it's definitely, in my opinion, probably the best gun in the game if you just know how to land shots. And if you're on controller on this game, you're definitely gonna land shots with this. Gotta be careful dropping down like this. Look behind you, look behind you. They have to rotate. Look behind you. I don't even know the layout of it, but you could look down there. They were fighting right. Oh, he's at the terminal. He's coughing up along. There's a dude next to him, and behind him, he's dead. Captain Dingus, you are dead. Dingus! Moonstruck takes him down. He's got the MP5, and he takes like one of the worst challenges I've ever seen. He accidentally mounts on the side of it. He didn't plate up. Oh, he has no plates. Okay, well, at least we got a... I mean, there wasn't really much he could do there. It was a nice try. And he gets the execution for the final. Oh my... Obviously, you can kind of see the meta in the game. The general ARs and stuff that everybody liked in Warzone 1 are generally pretty good. M4s and M13s and AKs and stuff. Nothing really too out of the ordinary. Fennec, obviously, being one of the fastest killing weapons in the game from the start. So can nobody talk at the end of this match here? It's kind of strange that there's like, maybe just nobody talked, but is there an actual, can people talk at this screen or anything like that? Or is there no longer like an end game, like lobby chat anymore after people win? Because those were some of my favorite things. I used to just go in there and just say that somebody is like a hacker or some shit, and the lobbies will go crazy. It was really fun. I'd say about 95% of the time, those end chats are just nothing but a bunch of dog shit. But those little times where it's just not dog shit, it's gold. Spectating definitely needs some work. Warzone in general just needs some work. The whole game just needs some work. Some people have been talking about going back to Caldera and other shit like that. I'm not going back to Warzone 1. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna experience the same shit that us multiplayer dudes deal with literally year over year. You had 3 years of a game. You enjoyed it. We gotta move on. Because the devs will. I'm telling you right now. Anything and every single problem that you have with Warzone 1 will never, ever get fixed again. Warzone 2 still has the possibility to become a game that you could like. Warzone 1 will be permanently stagnant. That's what happened to all the other multiplayer experiences. Yeah, that's spectating solos. If you want more spectating solos in the future, I'll definitely not get disturbed with this whole computer thing, but I don't even know if that shit's gonna turn on. That glass is probably... It's so bad to think about when you see a box, okay? Imagine a box that has a bunch of fragile stickers on it. It says glass, fragile. The thing looks like it landed on the ground like a loadout drop. Hope it turns on.